Well, hello everyone, and you join us for the next round 18 of the New Horizon Racing League season. We had a really good race to start off 2020 in the land of the rising sun, Japan, and we are moving on to have a real party of a time here for Cinco de Mayo, normally at this time of year, and that means it's the Mexican Grand Prix I have no idea what the actual circuit's called. I tried to say a circuit name, but I forgot it. Okay, instantly failed already. I'm your host, Gaming Things, and I am joined by Connor today, but he's just popped off for a little bit. He should be here any minute though, so we'll say hi to him then. But as for the weather, it is dry for both the qualifying and the race. So I think. Also got to point out we have 17 drivers on the grid here. We've got I think we got new people, I believe. Like if you notice, this Ferrari who has not come out yet, he is our reserve driver. I believe. I don't know. However, he is replacing Blazed, who is not here. That's gonna be crucial for the championship. Definitely so. Oh, and also in the battle for Ferrari versus Alpha, Steph also has a qualifying penalty for this. So, Alpha, you have some work to do. And I believe that noise of Mike was my co-host joining. Is that you, Connor?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to take a quick toilet break.
Yes, so I've already done all the introductions. This track is relatively short but tricky.
Yeah, it's probably one of the trickiest second sectors on the entire calendar. I still can't get over the fact that Mexico is actually the shortest track on the calendar next to Monaco. It's shorter than Austria.
Yeah, I know, it's bloody insane. You wouldn't think that, but to be fair, it's how twisty it is.
Yeah, well, I think if you actually look at the length, I believe last time I checked, it's about 9 meters shorter than the Red Bull one. So only just though. It don't feel like it though. It's because it's such a high-speed circuit, but it's an interesting one because most of the corners are low speed. Yeah, it's got the long straights, but yeah, whenever you come to take a corner, it's pretty low speed. So yeah, be a tricky one for the car setup as well, which is why it's my least favourite circuit next to Spain. But no, that's what I can do.
True.
Bottom or anything.
True, and that setup is the reason why I believe setup is so hard here, is because of that Sector 2, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not expecting a lot of the guys to bin it, but by God, I wouldn't be surprised if the race win today comes down to penalties.
To be fair,
track limits. Yeah, track limits right here are absolutely lethal as well.
To be fair though, in my opinion, the main in the race, I know that you're expecting some people to go off in Sector 2, but at the start of the race here, long straight, everyone's getting choked over. So the first 3 or 4 corners is going to be chaotic, in my opinion, for this race.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm just hoping, for the sake of everyone, that I know that we have a few new drivers in, but everyone please be sensible. I know that Turn 1 pile-ups, historically in other leagues, it can be pretty rife. Especially with the switchback complex of the first 3 corners, you'd have to say. So I know that they're not going to hear us now until the video goes up, but everyone please be spatially aware going into Turn 1.
True, but talking about historical, it's kind of historical for our league throughout this season to have some type of chaos in the first corner, so yeah.
As long as we don't see anything overly stupid, then I guess we can be happy, because you know it's a bit of a fine line with it being entertaining and then an absolute joke. I think historically for us around here, we've only raced around Mexico once, and I believe last season Mexico ended up being a race of attrition. I had quite a few guys with a lot of penalties, where I think the top 10 ended up being completely shifted. And I also recall Taze Leroy last season. He rejoined us for Mexico at this point after a period of absence that season, and he actually did really well. I think he won the race by nearly a minute ahead of the next driver.
I don't I don't know. I really don't know. But speaking of Leroy, he's currently in second at the moment with 114.7. If you want to know who the leader is, it's Ninja 114.6. Is he back?
I really do wish him the best of luck, and the same to Jamie. I mean, with Blaze serving his race ban today, it's kind of now or never, especially if T. Jonas. I think he'll do well around here. I believe Steph is going to be a pretty huge task to do, coming from the back of the grid, but nothing impossible.
True. Well, anything's possible in F1.
Yep, true.
Looks like 12 people currently have a lap in so far, ranging from obviously first place provisional proposition is Ninja, right, with now 114.6, all the way down to 12 who is Fuzzy with a 19.7. However, they are on a lap, but that was not a quick last corner. But she does improve by 2 temps. Fuzzy's starting.
Just finished doing a little bit of admin work. There we go. Right, I'm ready to head to track.
Every time we see him, every race we go through. I don't know how long. I'm trying to remember how long that Fuzzy's been here, but every single race, they've gotten slightly quicker and quicker.
Yeah, I mean she's fairly new to the games, but I'm really impressed with her performance lately. I think a debut, I believe, was in Russia, but I think in Japan it was a lot better drive. I still can't remember where she finished, but I'm happy that her racecraft is slowly building up, which is nice to see, and I hope she can stick around for the foreseeable future.
Practice makes perfect. Yep. As they say.
We'll definitely see, because I've been fairly busy this week, so I've had next to no practice, so I'm going to have to try and wing this.
Anyway, speaking of which, just had someone go up the board, Marsh getting into his first lap time with a 1:16.0, which moves him up to 8th.
Not bad. Right, I'm out on track now. Well, just picking up hits.
I don't know if it's right, but didn't Marsh win yesterday in F2?
Yes, he did. It was actually a really good race in F2. If anyone hasn't seen it, please go and subscribe to New Horizons Division 2. We honestly, all the commentators actually wrote it off as what could have been a really boring race, but no, even 9 drivers. Div 2 yesterday was pretty eventful. Which proves good racing can happen with low numbers. I know people always want more numbers to race against, but I think with the proof of the pudding that at least we can still have an entertaining race.
We have a new provisional pole with Morris of 114.3.
Yep, I'm just really happy with how my car feels.
Oh, I think Leroy's going quicker. That took a long curve there, mate. Where are you going to go? Oh, no, you're going pit. Razor going slightly quicker. Razor's in 5th right now. That's quite good.
Yep.
I think he might have
I'm just going to
pulled
focus
out.
for a sec because I'm about to start my lap.
Okay.
Oh, I think I've overcut that a little bit. Honestly, if you get those apexes right in the first 3 corners, you can gain so much time. It's unbelievable.
That I agree with. Razor, what is he going to do? He improves his time, but not by much. But enough to get into the 14s. Those yellow flags, probably people going slowly.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys that are clustered together.
I don't know why, but the Sector 2 snaky section reminds me a lot of Maggots and Beckett's.
Yeah, but a lot worse.
But a lot worse.
Finished. Oh, it's a joke. P9, not too bad.
15.9. At least you're above your teammate.
Yeah, I think I've got a little bit more time than that, but probably not a lot, if I'm honest. No, I've hardly even played F1 in the last few weeks, so this is almost my practice for it right now.
Huzzah! I think everyone's starting to start coming in now. Oh no, that's T. Jonas getting slightly quicker.
Honestly, my only regret is I actually wish I applied a little bit more brake pressure.
Oh, that's what you call riding the curbs in the first 3 corners. Bloody hell! If that was time trial, that'd be cutting the corner.
Oh, don't get me started on time trial around here. It's an absolute joke. It's like you put a wheel on the white line, valid straight away.
Yeah, sometimes time trial in this game can be quite bad.
It's horrific at some circuits.
However, sometimes it can be so dumb.
I can understand it sometimes though, but yeah, I don't even know what else to say about that. The only thing I really want to keep an eye on is we do have some new guys in making a debut today. I believe one of them is in McLaren, and we have one of them subbing in for the Ferrari. So I'd like to see how they get on. If we can give them a little bit of airtime in the race, that'll be appreciated.
Well, I've already talked about the Ferrari car, and as for the other McLaren, decides to get out of the way of a Toro Rosso by cutting through Sector 2. And they are respectively 11th and 12th, them two are.
Oh wow, I didn't even realise how close my time was between me and my teammate.
Yeah, nearly a 10th. Oh, I heard you cracking open a can there. Ninja's trying, he is done. Actually, is that in Sector 2 apparently? Oh, that's in Sector 2. Do you retire on track?
Probably not. He's I think it's a little bit of a shame. He's only 2/10 off pole.
Interesting. Alright, I'm currently following Fuzzy as they go through their lap. Nice straight line speed, wow. Can they nail the first corners? Wow, I don't think you can. Well, I don't think you could take those 3 corners any much better. That was brilliant cornering. The exit could have been left to the side. Oh, Morris goes even quicker, 1:14.1. Oh, that's
really
wide.
Time. It's now or never for me.
Oh, she's gone off the track. I think her time's still validated. I don't know.
There's a racing point beyond me. I'm gonna need to let him by.
No, she's going slow. Collins putting in the work in the first sector. Oh, he's aborted.
Oh. Yellow. I was going to say it looks like a Red Bull is backing off quite a bit.
Yeah, that's Collins.
In the third sector.
We got Frederick, I believe, in the Williams, currently P7. who've just decided to... Well, that's definitely one way to get through sector 3 quickly. Oh, hello, where did you come from? Hazard, I just noticed Hazard's in is in P2.
God damn it.
You failed that corner massively, I've noticed.
Yeah.
But wow, Hazard with 114.5 goes second. I'm
I'm a
impressed.
bit surprised to see T. Johnson at the minute down in P9.
True. Goodness be him at the day Ferrari get some points back. In a good position so far. You know, this ain't the first time in this season. It's happened multiple times where we talk about the main guys and then in qualifying and the Hazard just comes out of nowhere and puts it in with the top boys in qualifying, and he impresses me every time.
Fair enough. Nice to see.
Oh, hello. That was a little bit rubby at the shoulders. Oh, what the hell! Feared of a 5-second penalty, not 5-place penalty.
Naughty boy. We'll probably have to look into that at the end of the race as well.
Oh, all it was T. John's coming out and he was on the track. They got a little bit too close for where, so he brakes and then lets him forward. But I think he might have just slightly tapped the rear end of the Alpha.
Well, if they want it looking into, we can arrange an investigation. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. Track limits.
Man, you were not liking that.
No, oh mate, I'm well annoyed. I'll see what my time is when I get to the line.
Everyone put in the final bankers.
That would have been a 1:15.6. Would have been.
That would have
So-
put. Hey, oh hello. The McLaren just decides to go straight into the grassy walls.
No, I'm just going to retire at the end of turn 1. Because otherwise I'll be waiting forever for me to come around. Oh,
People are still on their flyers. Lee going slightly quicker, but not quick enough to challenge for pole. It might be quick enough to challenge him at 3rd place though. No, well, he's lost massive amount of time in sector 2. Man, everyone loses in sector 2. T. Jonas. Can people improve? Can anyone? Morris gets even quicker. Somehow. I think that might be a glitch though. I don't know. Leroy retiring. He's going to start 4th. Oh! I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh wow. So T. Jonas got a 1:14.6, which I'm brought up to 4th, but yeah, 4th, but it got invalidated unfortunately. And Razor, hello, get in front of the Ferrari. Razor went up into 4th. I think that is qualified done. So Morris is on pole position for the Mexican Grand Prix, 1:14.1. Then joining him on the front row will be Hazel with a 1:14.5. And round up the top from 3 it will be Ninja with a 1:14.6. So relatively interesting top 3.
it's going to be an interesting one, and not really a great day for Ferrari or Alpha.
The championship definitely opening. Anyway,
See what happens.
Right, so as I say, Morris, Hazard and Ninja are your top three, but then going down thing, Razor a surprise P4, and then Leroy in fifth. And it's a bit TGR, I can still not say his name. It's a double in 7, it's the other McLaren of Niall. 8 is Langfell, 9 is Frederick, 10th is T. Jonas, 11th is Connor, 12th is Marsh, Collins behind there. The new Ferrari, I still can't say his name unfortunately. Grust is in 14th, Feared in 15th, Fuzzy in 16th, and Steph Stein 17th for not serving them for actually serving the qualifying ban. So that's qualifying. Join us for the race.